Hi, welcome back. In this video, we are going to implement a search feature so that users can quickly find the shoes they are looking for by typing the product name or brand. This will make our app much more user-friendly and scalable. So let's begin with our fragment search layout. So for this layout, I will just copy and paste the logic so that we will save our time. All right. So what we did, we defined the linear layout. Under this, we have another linear layout which holding the search view, visits, and an image button which holding IC filter icon, right? And we have a text view active filters which will basically show a text based on the filter supply in below of the search view, right? And then we have used a recycler view which will be holding our products, and we have a empty state message which will show if any search results are not matching the keywords, right? So we need to add the background of the search view and IC filters. So under travel folder, I will add the logic for the IC filter, right? This is the icon which we are using for the filtration, right? So this is the icon. And then we need to add the BG background. All right, I will add this one also. So this is the basically a shape which holding the solid color, that is a white, and it has corners which is in black color, which having the width is 1 dp, right? Now coming to the fragment search, now we can see we are able to see the BG background, right? So our design part is ready for the fragment search. Now we will add a bottom sheet filter. So for that, coming to the layout folder and add a layout bottom sheet filter. For this layout also, I will just reusing the logic. Okay, I just copy and paste the logic. So for this bottom sheet handle, I will add a travel assets for it. All right, this is a rectangular shape. You can see shape is in solid which holding white color, and radius it has 2 dp, and width we are using 32 dp in size, and height we are using 4 dp, right? Now coming to the bottom sheet filter, you can see this is the view, right? So here what we did in this layout, we define the linear layout which having the width match parent and height is wrap content, and then we have using the handle indicator which is a view, right? And then we have a nested scroll view which contain another linear layout which holding the text view for brand, and then we have a text input so that user can search with any available brands, right? Which has a auto complete text view, right? And below of this text input layout, we have using the text view for price range, and then we have a range slider, right? And then we have another text view for sort by which contain the chip group, right? For default, low to high, high to low, and A to Z. So this is basically for filtration we are using in our search fragment. And below of the chip group, we are using another linear layout which holding the material buttons for reset and apply the filter. All right, now we have completed both the designs of the search view in which we are using. All right, now coming to the fragments package, here we will add a class filter bottom sheet fragment which will bind the every elements of this bottom sheet filter UI. All right, so I will add the logic of the filter bottom sheet fragment here. So this fragment is our bottom sheet UI that pops up when the user taps the filter button. Its job is simple: collect filter input and send them back to the search fragment. Let's walk through it. So here we are applying a custom style to our bottom sheet, right? So this bottom sheet dialog style which we already defined in our starter project under the themes, uh, under the themes. Okay, if I search with bottom sheet, you can see here, right? All right, and then we define a listener interface here. So this interface lets us send the selected filters back to the parent search fragment, and some variables which we define here, right? And here we are using the binding which return the root, right? And under the on we created, we have defined a function that is for setup brand filter. So we load all available brands into a drop down which is autocomplete text view. The default selection is all brands, right? And then we have a price range filter. So under this function what we did, we use a range slider so the user can select minimum and a maximum price. The default price range is 0 to 25,000. And here we update the price. We format the prices with the Indian rupee symbol and commas for readability. And then we have a sorting options here. So here we restore whichever sorting option was previously selected, default, price or name order, right? And then we have a buttons. So here you can see our reset button and apply button. So whenever user taps apply, we collect the brand, price range and sort option and send them back. Right now you are seeing the errors for sort options. This is why, because we have not added the logic in our search fragment. So we will call this sort option in our search fragment. So these 12 errors which we are seeing right now will be resolved after adding the logic in our search fragment. So now coming to the search fragment. So I will replace this default logic with our actual logic. All right. So here we define some variables like binding, product adapter, product list, filter list and database. And for filter states, we are using selected brand, selected price range and selected sort options, right? So here we define the sort option default, and then we have a low to high, high to low, high to low, and then a name A to Z, right? And under the onViewCreate method, we have written the root, and then onViewCreated we have defined the functions for recycler view and fetch products and setup filter button, right? Here we bind the search view, so whenever user type any query to search, it will call this filter product. Now coming to the show filter dialog. So here we open the bottom sheet passing current filter states and a listener whenever user applies. So here under the show filter dialog, we open the bottom sheet passing current filter states and a listener. When user applies, we call apply filters, right? Now coming to the core filter logic. We have apply filters. So this method is the heart of the filtering, which start with all products, right? Apply brand filter, apply price filter, and apply sorting, and its update recycler view, right? Search view logic, which I have already explained to you. This is the search view logic. We simply filter products by name matching the query text. It updates in real time as the user types, right? Now we have completed the search filter logic. All right. This open product detail fragment, whenever user tap on any product search item or whenever user click on any products in the search fragment, user should navigate to the product detail fragment from the search fragment. So we have successfully completed all the logic for the search fragment. Now we will run in the emulator and see the output. Yeah, I understand the logic is very huge. Here we are, fetching the products from the product standpoint. All right, our emulator is launched. Now coming to the see all. So here we are able to see the all the products with their details, right? And if we click on any product item, we should navigate to the product detail fragment. All right. And if we click on filter, Let's see, our bottom sheet is appearing. If I apply filter with the low to high, apply, okay, our product is filtered A to Z. All right. If I filter apply with slider, let's see now. Okay, Sketchers. All right. If I reset it, okay, now search with the query like ID. Okay, see, our search fragment is working fine and efficiently. So that's it for today. See you in the next video. Thank you.